Oh, it's fun to talk about presidential politics. I mean, I know some people really don't like it. I do. I love it. I think that it is one of the best television reality shows out there. It's entertaining. Sometimes it's educational. It's certainly comedy. It's really interesting, and I think sometimes it stimulates conversation about topics that we may not otherwise be talking about. So there's all kinds of good things to come from it. Oh, and so it's early, but what if the election were held today? I mean, who would you vote for? Who is favorite on your radar list? Sometimes people change, you know, a candidate comes forward and they find them very interesting and they're really attracted to them. They learn more about them. Maybe they're not nominated, so they actually can't vote for them in the election. Anyway, we're throwing it wide open. And here's our phone number. We want to hear from you. Who's your kind of favorite candidate right now? And the phone number, of course, our phone number, 547-8726. So, in studio with me right now, I have Matt Bishop. Matt is with a local Benton County Republican Party. And also on the phone, I have Jay Clough. He's with the local Democrat Party. So welcome to both of you gentlemen.
Thank you.
Yeah, good. So don't be shy, folks. Give us a call at 547-8726. So I wanted to know from the two of you what the parties are doing here locally that might get us a candidate, a national candidate showing up here. I mean, people really like to go out and see the national candidates. Matt, are the Republicans working on that?
Yes, we are working on bringing a GOP presidential candidate as early as the beginning of November.
Okay. You have some kind of an event coming up that day or that month?
Yes, we will have our fall dinner on Friday, November 6th.
Okay.
It's right between the election and the Veterans Day.
All right. So you're working on that, and is it a top tier? Will it be a top tier person?
Well, if we had our way, we would definitely bring in somebody like Jeb Bush or Scott Walker.
Okay. All right. So, you know, Matt, you were telling me that you knew over the weekend that you were going to be on the show Monday, so that you spent a lot of time just chatting it up with people. Who are people excited about out there?
I think and actually it's kind of both ways. Some people are excited about Jeb Bush. Some people are excited about Scott Walker. I've talked to a couple people who are really excited about Ben Carson. And I think as many people who say they're excited about Jeb Bush, they're just as negative about him.
Why? Why are they negative about him? Because he's a Bush, or what?
Yeah, it's the name recognition. Do we want another Bush in the White House?
Well, it seems like we have multiple tiers of levels of interest in presidential politics. I mean, there are people who eat it up every day. They're listening to national talk shows, or they're watching cable news every day. They're really in tune with what's going on. They're paying attention. And then people who are marginally paying attention, and then people who really don't care at all until the election comes up, and then people who really don't care at all. At the very bottom, who don't vote at all. But
the bottom feeders.
But which is really a disappointment when people, you know, don't vote. But anyway, today we really would like to hear from you. Who is a candidate that you find attractive right now? Our phone number, 547-8726. You know, to help stimulate some conversation, I want to play something from someone who is just giving us so much material these days, and that's Donald Trump. And, you know, basically, Donald Trump has, you know, kind of put the category of Hispanics all in one lump group as being criminals and rapists. He's gotten a lot of pushback about that. Certainly a lot of pushback even from NASCAR, from Macy's, dropping some business connections to him. But here's what he had to say just recently. It's in the last, you know, 10 days. And he believes he's going to win the Latino vote. So let's hear what he has to say. Oh, of course it's not going to play now. Let me try it again.
I have a large rubber hammer, if that
Do
will
you,
help.
do you, I was gonna
I
say,
have a great relationship with the Mexican people. I have many people working for me. You can look at the job in Washington. I have many legal immigrants working with me. Many of them come from Mexico. They love me, I love them. And I'll tell you something, if I get the nomination, I'll win the Latino vote. I will win it because I'm going to create jobs. Hillary Clinton is not going to be able to create jobs, I will tell you right now. Neither is Jeb Bush going to be able to create jobs. I will create jobs, and the Latinos will have jobs that they don't have right now, and I will win that vote. And everyone thinks, oh, gee, Trump is going to not do well with that vote. I'll do better with that vote than anybody. And I have thousands of them working for me at different places that I have all over the country. I will win that vote.
well, okay, he's gonna win that vote. What do you think? Matt, what do you think about your Republican, cohorts? Is he gonna win that vote?
Absolutely not.
He's not?
In my opinion, I think that Jeb Bush actually, out of any of the candidates, has the Latino vote. His background in Florida, his background with his family, will definitely give him the opportunity to speak and to show that he can get the Latino vote.
I mean, we'll have to see. We have an opportunity. He's going to be in the first debate coming up, and Matt, weren't you telling me that's like, what is that, August 6th? Is that what you said?
August 6th is
That's
the first.
close.
Yes, extremely
It's not
close.
far away.
Well, and the good thing about that debate, though, is that it is actually being done through Facebook. Means that you can go on, and I should have looked this up before I came. It's through Fox News. You can actually submit your questions through Facebook.
So they're going to, are they all going to be Facebook or, citizen questions?
It is all Facebook questions, and
Oh.
it will be the top 10 candidates according to Fox. So
Mhm.
Trump is actually, according to Real Clear Politics, is sitting 11th in Fox. So he would not be there.
What do you think
okay,
about
huh.
him appealing, regardless of his comments or statements, but his position in general? Do you think that he appeals to perhaps a disenfranchised voter? Because I know there is a certain element of the GOP that tends to view some of them as, well, we hear the term, not in any disrespect, but we hear the term rhino tossed around quite a bit. And what do you honestly think, both of you, the possibility of someone like him or any other galvanizing figure like that appealing to people who are basically like, I'm sick and tired of feeling like my voice is not being heard? What's your take on that?
Is he a voice for that?
There are a lot of people who are. Yeah, I think he is, in a way, but I think he overreacts and oversteps. Like we were asked this, if he took away all of the stuff that he has said and just kind of look at his platform or what he's running on, yeah, definitely. Even I would take a look at it.
It would be great if we could actually see one of his plans, though. I mean, I think that is a next step. He could make himself viable if he actually laid out a plan. But right now, it's just a lot of hot air that I can do all this. I can employ all these people. Well, let's take a break here, though, and we'll be back to talk more about presidential politics. But man, we'd sure like to hear what you have to think. 547-8726. Give us a call. So, Donald Trump. Matt?
It's kind of interesting, especially the how she said that he wasn't clumping all of them together. He said all. That means all. I don't think he meant low class, middle class, or upper class. I think he was basically putting them all into one pot.
Yeah.
You know what I find interesting about him? That statement aside, I'm looking at the entire circle, the entire aura that he projects.
Yes.
And for me personally, I like to stir the pot. And I like the fact that he is sticking some much needed juice in the political process. But then again, I'm the type of person that I put Republican on my voter card because they won't let me write conservative libertarian. But regardless of whether it's him or somebody else, I think that one positive thing that will come out of this is that he's calling attention to the presidential political process. And if the end result is more people watch and more eyeballs and more people pay attention, then,
Then,
you know.
yeah, then we're accomplishing that.